Yeah. Never dispose of the pen, I'm at it again, we close to the end. The older I get, emphatic I am. They try to pretend, they try to be friend, wreak havoc instead. Look at the trends, can't comprehend my dramatic ascent. I'm heavenly sent, they try to condemn. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the man. Yeah, different vision but the same goes. Big collision off the main road, that's the beaten path where my brain goes. Felt the devil's wrath off my halo. Hella stones, no Thanos. Hella gold, no rainbow. This is hella genius in my brain lobes. Hella gross as far as revenue goes. Bought me a net for these Benjamins though. You not a threat, you an enemy though. Broke me a sweat, killing enemies slow. Body offset all these feminine flows. Hardly upset, but you testing me though.
What's up, fam? Smash that like button, be sure.
Why your girl think I'm a specimen though? Drums and them perks is my medicine though. There's no comparison. Black in America, little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it. That's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send in my sentiments. Neck full of sediments. Cop me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Drop the investment in Silicon Valley. All this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they breaking the chassis. King of the grass like I'm Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors at labels is testing.
Yeah, get me a motherfucking steak. Yeek. Yeet, yeet. Steak me, bish. A steak me, bish. Steak me, bish. What? What? Yay. Full Normuth.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping.
The basson is sizzling. Willkommen to Daily Swole. Yes. Testing, testing, testing. Test, test, test. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 15 Hundo and Siete of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Everything K2 flexing on all you beaches. Thank you for the sponsorship again. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I got my coffee. We are here. We are here for the next hour. I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for being here. Yesterday was super long. What a great episode. What a great episode. Last night, the evening cast, we actually went into the wee hours of the morning. We went deep. 5 out of 10. Fuck you. I don't want to burp into the microphone. So here's the thing, Kashina. You might be misjudging my belch. You might have miscalibrated because I didn't go right into it. If I did go into it, it would be louder. So it's a judgment call. It's a judgment call. It's tough to say, but I respect it. Give me the benefit of the doubt. 5 out of 10? I don't know. It's a beautiful Sunday. I think you should have given me a little bit more slack on that one. A little bit more slack. Last night was much needed. We like those chill sessions. What's up, Stephanie? Let's see who's live today. What's up, Amber and Persephone over in Swole TV? Amy Abel, Succulent City. Ooh, Succulent City. Papa and the fam, Jessica, what is up? Christian, Angela, Anasta. Culinary adventurer. I don't really have that much adventure in my kitchen. It's like steak or steak. It's like steak or steak. What do you feel like tonight? I feel like steak. Ha ha ha. You're a wild one, Papa. You are a wild one. Today, #Papa. #Papa for Yo Papa. So today is the day. Today is the social construct day in which we congratulate or thank our fathers for ejaculating into our mothers. So thank you, Dad, for busting a load into my mom. I appreciate it. That's how babies are made. And really, that's it. No, I'm kidding. He's a great dad. But I mean, even if your father sucks, you did that. Even if your father sucks, right? Even if you don't know your father, still busted a nut in your mom. Even if you don't know your parents at all. Even if you don't even know your parents, that's still what happened. and you could still look. You're here. Think about that. A lot of people really sweep that under the rug, but, well, unless you're wiping the stain off the rug, but you're not a stain on the rug. You know, you were welcomed in. You were welcomed in. You were cooked to, you were well cooked. Anyway, just joined and we're discussing ejaculation. That's right, Katie, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. This is the Daily Motherfucking Swole. So hashtag, I'm your papa, but I ain't your daddy. So at first I was like, all right, hashtag papa. That's weird. Like, what are you going to do? Look at the card and be like, hashtag papa. It's not going to inspire you. So I did a little bit of a little bit of a unique thing. So I said hashtag papa, but then says go get swole. Yeah, papa says go get swole. Papa says go get swole. 1507. 1507 for you right there. So make sure you do hashtag papa. Hashtag papa. But like I always say, I'm your papa, but I ain't your daddy. I'm your papa, but I ain't your daddy. So what's going on, Beaches? Welcome. What did you smash today? Did you smash? Did you smash? There you go. Adopted and randomly found my birth dad. Hashtag papa papa. Good shit, Rudy. Good shit. Incubation sensations. Oh, incubations. T-shirt. You're not a stain on the rug. Be thankful. Come on, really. Really, you should be. Think about how simple that is. Think about how simple that is. Right? Just be thankful. Oh, make sure that you hit that like button. I will turn this fucking podcast around. I swear. I swear to God, I will turn this podcast around. You young rapscallions, I will turn this podcast around. Smash the like button. Whether you're watching, I don't know if you can like on Twitch, but if you're watching on Twitch, smash the like button. Facebook, YouTube, Smashy McSmasherson. Smashy. How many of you were watching last night's live? So by the way, my video got demonetized and got flagged because I played that like 3 seconds or the 4 seconds of that audio. Remember at the end when I was doing the black, right? And I was doing the dramatic and everyone's like, oh, use the thing from Kill Bill. Got flagged. I got an email right after I went offline saying, oh, your video has been flagged for copyright. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It was through the headphones. Anyway, so not a big deal. It really wasn't anything like real bad, but yeah. So that can't even have fun. Can't even have fun anymore. I can't even play around. Like literally, I can't use your sound. I can't use your sound. What do you want? You want like the 30 cents I'm going to get from that video? You want 30 cents, really? Is that how hungry you are? UMG? Is that how hungry you are? You sons of bitches? Anyway, that was a fun ending to the video. The Kill Bill outro or whatever it was. It's all good. So, let's see here. What we got going on. So what are you doing today? What are you training today? Let's move into the tip because I think we do got some tip.
Babe, just put in
a little bit.
It's cold outside.
Ooh, it feels good. So today's video was Madison dropped a video, Madison, about the elimination diet and going all in and getting anxiety with your training, anxiety for results. Make sure you go and check that out. That's a brand new NOC. And we will have some more Extra Thirsty coming later today. Got some stuff in the works for filming. And today is yoga. And today is actually something else. It's actually the last day. If you are up to date, there you go. I see it, Will. I see you, baby. Shaking those gains. I see you, baby. Today is the last day of Scorched Earth. There you go. Yoga day, the last day of Scorched Earth. Let me see if I have this picture here. Let's see. You can post on IG. I posted this last year. This is the best picture I have. Let me see if I can bring up this picture. It's going to bring up the interwebs. Let me see if I can download this. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Trying to bring up this picture. That way I can share it live. Why not? It's a good time. To share it. So in the meantime, let me just take a screenshot of this so I can pull it up because they want me to download the web page, which is silly nonsense. Okay, there we go. Bring that over here. Put that over here. Stick that in here. Jam that over there. Sashay that this way. Meander that over here. And there we go. All right. We got a good Fellas Day thing. So anyway, today we're going to get into that knowledge cock in just a second. I'm going to get past the tip and I'll take some questions. So today we'll take a bunch of questions and then I'll get into a couple Swole Fam posts if we have time. If we have time, we'll do Swole Fam. Otherwise, we'll do them tomorrow during the accountability meeting. So a reminder that those of you that are maybe new here, tomorrow's will not be streamed live to the public. Tomorrow will be an accountability meeting. So I will post that event tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time. And we'll go over the new releases tomorrow, Monday. Well, they flagged it because I played that audio at the end. They didn't flag the rest of it. They flagged it because I played that Kill Bill sound. Remember when we were trying to do the dramatic? We're trying to do and I was saying I needed like a sound for it. So yeah, bummer. Any thoughts on calisthenics? Sure. Push-ups, pull-ups, rings, stuff like that. Totally cool. I like it. You're thinking of starting? Stop thinking and do it. Yeah. How about that shit? Let's see here. Stick that in there. Isn't that how Papa got that? That is. Certainly. Most certainly twas. So here's a picture. This is going to be posted on Instagram if it hasn't been already. This is me. And Grandpapa Swolio. Technically Grandpapa Swolio because I am, well, technically Great-Grandpapa Swolio because of Papa Swolio. But hey, we're splitting hairs. Look at that guy. He looks the same today. Look at that. Look at these gains. Look at those gains. Look at that lunge. Look at that lunge right here. Look at that form. Look at that quad. Look at that definition. Look at that. Still eating clean. Look at that apple there. Boom. Getting that fucking fiber. Atta baby. That fiber though. That's right. This is in New York City. Jesus Christ. When was this? I was like, 4 maybe? There you go. So happy Father's Day, Papa, Grandpapa Swole. If I'm Papa, then he has to be Grandpapa. Got that little bowl cut, whatever the hell you call that. Still got that apple. Bam. Just holding that apple like a boss. Always eating, making those gains. So that should be posted on my Instagram. If it hasn't been yet, it will be. So I'll share that here now in case you don't see that. Yeah, the bowl cut or the mushroom cut. I remember that. I remember everyone had it in school. That was where that time frame, not that time frame, but like when I was a teenager, when I was kind of getting into like middle school, that's when we had what was it? Like Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Remember that shit? And like Devin Sawa. Remember all those kids, the Tiger Beat shit? That was when like the bowl cut was more stylish, like early, like mid 90s. Like that was a little bit after I guess that was a little bit after Zach Morris. Was that after, before? I don't even know. I don't know. That kind of shit. It was kind of like that time frame. So that was before, obviously, but I remember going to the barber and be like, I want a mushroom cut. It wasn't good. Mushroom or bowl cut. You just put, literally, how simple is that? I want a bowl cut. Yeah, just put a bowl on your head and just wow, got some fucking skills there. Oh, what a stylish cut. Remember, hashtag Papa if you want to win today's Swole card. Papa says, go get swole. Go get your swole on, motherfucker. Go get your swole on. Go get that shit. Go make it happen. Go. JTT, that's right. One of my first celebrity crushes, JTT. All right, so we got some good videos, everything. So now I'll open up the floor. Let me change. Let me take away this. Let's see here. Ask Papa Swolio live. Let's get some. Bam, bang, bonk. So, all right, open up the floor. You have any questions, you could drop them down below. Yeah, the Jonathan Taylor Thomas look. I know. Very nice, Persephone. Did more meditations, went for another walk in nature. Feeling fantastic. The private Swole chat. So again, a reminder that Swole TV is getting those injections though. Swole TV is going to get blown the fuck up. So yesterday in 1506, we went down memory lane a little bit. We talked about some old school DWG. We talked about your good old boy Hila, and we talked about driving while gaining. I just said DWG, driving while gaining, same thing. And we talked about a lot of new content that you're all interested in seeing more of. So a lot of that stuff, I'm not saying everything's going to be vomited out tomorrow in Swole TV, but a lot of that stuff's going to come. And you also get private chat. So for 6 days out of the week, we got the private chat going down in Swole TV. So if you want to catch it over there, you can also catch it there. You don't have to watch it on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. So it's super cool. We are self-sustaining. The Swole fam is Swole sustaining, is Swole staining. I'm trying to figure it out. I want to hear about how the Swole Vengers all made a video, and a couple people DM'd. It was like, it wasn't anyone, no one really met. It was kind of like, I think we're talking, or someone was commenting, and Al and I started talking, and then Michelle, I don't even remember. It was just that whole thing that got kicked up. It wasn't really anything dramatic. I don't really have a story about it. I don't even remember, to be honest. It was a whirlwind of content. I do so much stuff every day. I barely remember what happened yesterday. The only reason I remember what happened last night is because it was literally 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago, and it was 2.5 hours long. So I remember that. I forget the details. I think Alan messaged me, or I messaged him. I don't know. But one of the great things is when people don't have an ego about what their following is like. You know, a lot of people don't message anyone unless they have more followers. They don't reach out to people like smaller creators. So Alan was, talking with me, and that's when Alan's channel was first like really starting to take off. I think this is before he even hit 100K. He even hit 100,000 subscribers, and mine was a lot lower. I think it's because I was making videos. Yeah, mine got more. Right. I remember what happened a little bit. I started really popping. We were talking about this last night. That's when the Brittany Dawn stuff happened in February of 2019. And then we started doing like those joint podcasts. I think it was like June. I think it was June or July is when we started crossing over. And Michelle's channel was really starting to take off. John had already been, big for a while. So I think it just kind of, the same suggested videos and things kind of getting shared around. You start seeing other people, and I think Alan was doing calls and talks with people, and then we just started just connecting, and it was really cool. So everyone's been super busy. I know Alan's been super fucking busy, and everyone's got stuff going on. So I haven't been in close contact, but I casually see what people post just in like suggested videos and things. Mariota fan 8. So questions. Let's take some questions. Mariota fan 8. How much more muscle would I gain at maintenance than in a 500 calorie deficit? Has nothing to do with you gaining muscle. Depends on how you're training and what you're eating. Like if you want to gain muscle, don't be in a 500 calorie deficit. Zoko Island. If you want to gain muscle, eat food. Like being in a deficit and trying to bulk up is like, that's ridiculous. This isn't a fantasy land. Like, be realistic. Unless you're taking like anabolic steroids, and a lot of them in different kinds are doing it. Like, don't mess with that shit. But people think that there's like this magic pill. Like, I want to eat less and get shredded and build muscle and get stronger. Good fucking luck. Good luck. Let me know when you wake up. It's like focus on one thing. Build muscle, build strength. Eat at around maintenance or slightly above. You'll be fine. Just focus on the quality of food and training like a motherfucking animal, and be consistent for years. That's the hardest part for people. They do it for a couple days or 5 days out of the week, or 4 days, and 3 days they slack off. It's a relentless 100% focus. Otherwise, you're not going to get amazing results. Papa, I'm vegetarian, but my health is a mess. I used to eat chicken and fish, but I haven't for months. My health is failing me, and my gains suck. Should I just take the fucking plunge and eat meat again? Sure sounds like it. You're just trying to justify it to yourself. You're trying to work it out in your own mind. I'm not saying that that's literally coming from someone who eats meat. Like, I eat every day, but coming from someone who is definitely pro beef and pro meat, I'm not saying that that's going to be the answer either. But you could be low in iron. You could be deficient in other things. It could be, I don't know what your health is a mess. That's vague. How you feel, your blood work sucks. Like, have you seen a doctor? Have you gotten blood work? Like, I don't know what that means. You said my health is a mess. My health's failing me. That might be a serious situation where you need to go see a medical professional. Like, so I don't know what that means. If you eat meat, highest quality. Try to get grass-fed beef, 100% grass-fed beef, whether it's ground beef. Like, just do your best to get high quality foods, pastured eggs, all those things. I would definitely recommend people eating animal products, but I'm not saying, because I don't, I'm not a doctor, and plus I don't know exactly what you mean by health is failing you. If your health is failing you, go see a doctor. But at the same time, my opinions, it's like, it's hard because legally it's like, shit, I gotta say go see a doctor. At the same time, I'm thinking, doctor might not know what the fuck they're talking about. Straight up, they might not really be giving you good advice because maybe the doctor knows nothing about nutrition. Maybe they're going to try to push prescription pills on you. And, again, I'm not a doctor, so I can't say don't take what the doctor says, but be careful and always err on the side of caution. But if it comes down to blood work, you need to go and get that done. It's just vague. It's just vague. He's going to say steak. Eat some fucking steak. Persephone, what kind of coffee do you drink? Strength, light, dark? I like the Bulletproof brand, the Mentalist. Mentalist is so good. I like the taste of that. We were talking about this the other day. I've done the Death Wish. I've done Pete's Coffee. That was like locally. I can buy it here. I've tried, was it Bones Coffee? Was it Bones? They're in Florida, and that was good. And they had the electric, they have like a higher caffeine one if you like Death Wish. So there's so many good little brands, but I really do like the actual, like the flavor and the smoothness. I like the Mentalist brand from Bulletproof. It's just like I went through a phase, and I do that once in a while. Sometimes, like let's say I'm running low on coffee stock, which is rare. I'll buy like a bunch of different kinds, like, cause your taste profile changes. So sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe I have a different craving, or maybe something else is going to hit my taste buds differently. So I'll buy like 3 or 4 or 5 different types and try them all. And then sometimes I just kind of come back to like where it was. I believe DWG, and sometimes I make it, with the butter and the MCT oil. I put mushrooms in it and all that stuff. It's delicious. It's amazing. I feel great. Or I have black. I got a burp. Or I have black coffee. So I do both. Gaudry, believe DWG was pretty hot back then. Pretty hot. Too hot right now. Drive Mo Gaining. So hot right now. And Alan was doing his car shots. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He was still doing... Yeah, that's right. He was still filming in the car too. We were both doing a lot of filming in the car because that was before, obviously, well before the pandemic. So we were talking about meeting up and doing like a rage fest in the car, but obviously things have changed. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the stars will align in the future. We talked about it, but then things took different turns and it was all good. It worked out. Angela Anasta. Struggling to lose the last few pounds. SOS. I'm getting annoyed. It's month 2. It's month 2. Well, get used to being annoyed. Get used to being annoyed. That's the best way. Get used to the boredom, get used to the repetition, get used to the process, start to love it, meditate more, do better on the fundamentals, sleep better, drink better, hone in on your nutrition, increase your intensity of training perhaps, make sure you're erring on the side of recovery. But month 2, remember the last few pounds, are you really? Are you looking at the scale, or are you looking in the mirror? Are you measuring yourself? Are you doing body fat measurements? Month 2, I remember my first beer, yow. You're just
Yow.
month 2.
Yow.
Month 2. That's really not that long. So you still need to try different things, and it's not like it's going to disappear once you hit it. It might take a few weeks for your body to shift gears. I have anemia. Well, I'm not a doctor, but get yourself some fucking grass-fed beef, son. You're not a son, but the proverbial son. I have anemia that's quite bad. I'm really trying to pack in protein and iron. I have 3 meals a day, weight train 5 days a week. Do I need to eat more? I don't know. Like, you just said you don't have any meat. You're a vegetarian. Are you a vegan, or are you eating fish? No, wait, like what kind of vegetarian are you? You know what I mean? Are you a vegetarian that eats eggs? Are you a vegetarian that eats fish, which is technically like kind of pescatarian? Like, what do you... People say vegetarian. That's so vague now. Vegan means vegan. Vegetarian is... I know vegetarians that eat meat, and it's like they eat meat rarely or sometimes, or they have fish or eggs, and it's like, okay. Like, what kind of vegetarian are you? If you have anemia, a fucking steak. A steak will take care of that, right? In my experience. Any advice for tackling bulimia? Wear a helmet. I'm just kidding. Haha. No? Anyone? No? All right. Tough crowd. I'm trying to get my health in check, eating better, but exercising, but struggling. This is definitely a professional realm when it comes to bulimia and eating disorders, but I always recommend a strong community. Like the Swole fam, I recommend meditation, obviously better nutrition. It depends on what type of bulimia, like you're actually purging, you're actually like throwing up in order to balance this out. That's very destructive to your body. And if you look at your health from the perspective of like what you're doing, what you're putting in your body and how you're treating your body, you're investing in your health objectively. Like there's no need to purge if you're eating quality foods. And I'm not saying that this makes it better. I'm not saying that, oh, that's a good point, and all of a sudden no more eating disorder. I know it's not that simple. But I mean, I can't comprehend wanting to throw up after eating. I don't understand. I just can't comprehend that. I understand more people that are not eating because they want to stay thin, but actually eating and like vomiting up. Exercise bulimia, I understand more too. Like you try to out exercise that big meal. I get that. I don't understand like actually vomiting. I just can't picture actually ever wanting to do that. The other ones I can think about. I'm like, okay, I can maybe understand someone that doesn't want to eat because they're going to think they're going to gain weight, or someone that eats a huge meal at a buffet and then, exercise for 4 hours the next day to burn it off. Like I kind of get that. So it depends on what kind, but there are definitely a lot of support groups. There's a lot of great people here that have suffered from that and actually have overcome that. But it's important to understand why you're doing what you're doing, and what you're putting into your body is an investment. You're trying to grow. You're trying to grow your body. You're trying to grow your cells. Even if you're not trying to get bulked, you're trying to repair. You're trying to recover. You're trying to take care of yourself. So, I'm interested in anyone else's opinions, and it depends on the person. So that's very vague. Any advice for tackling bulimia? I can definitely look. Again, I'm not a professional when it comes to eating disorders. I just have a lot of experience because the Swole fam, we encounter this a lot. So when it comes to my specific advice would be something along the lines of more specific to your situation, not like a general concept of bulimia, because it's more important to that's what's better with these questions. If you get a little bit more specific to your individual needs, then maybe I can give a little bit more insight with like, oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. It's like, oh, maybe try C or G or L rather than that, So if you have a little more context, happy to make a suggestion. Let me scroll down. Scrolling. What did Papa give her Papa for Father's Day? She gives the kisses. She gives me a little kiss. Licks my nose. Licks my nose a little bit. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one. The Drive 'em All Gaining were great, especially the one. That's right. I did a rage in the car with Thor, right? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, one of the things about blood tests is it's a snapshot. So it's really, you need to get blood tests more regularly done. When you think about it, how different do you look from one day to the next? You get a picture taken. Like blood work is very much the same thing. You can tell some things from blood work, but it's not like, once you take the blood out, your body might be changing. And that's where a lot of these, maybe sometimes these tests don't get the full picture, because your body, if it has certain levels that are lower at certain times, your body might release more sugar or cholesterol, X, Y, and Z, depending on what you've done, whether you're fasting, whether you're not fasted, etc. So sometimes these are just a snapshot and they don't really tell the fluctuations or really what's going on. And either doctors don't have the ability to do more frequent blood tests, or the insurance companies don't cover it, or people just don't know. This is why it's better, or it's best, to combine the sick care system with your own awareness. Like the more you learn about what might be best for your body, you can actually, maybe approach your medical professional or practitioner to facilitate things that you are aware of. Because if you make certain requests, X, Y, and Z, you can get some other work done or some other things, attended to. But most people just go in and be like, tell me what to do. And then the doctors will do like a standard thing, the standard protocol, because they have to pay the bills. They have to see a lot of patients, like we've talked about many times. And I'm not an expert on the healthcare system. We always call it a sick care system. There's just a lot of flaws. It's not really one-on-one or patient-based. So if you have access to someone who practices functional medicine, actually understands the importance of having an entire healthcare team, then make sure you go and look those up, because sometimes that might be someone that's in your network that you can actually go to that will give you some better feedback. Let's see here. Kashina, for someone who is fairly active on a daily basis, when it comes to recovery, how much sleep a night would you recommend? I think it's more about the quality of sleep. The standard that everyone else says, was it 7 to 8 hours? That's just a ballpark. Some people need less, some people need more. So some people need more than that. It depends on the person. Some people have like unique genetics that actually their body doesn't need more than 5 or 6 hours and they just wake up anyway rested. Some people need more. Some people need 9 or 10. I think I need more. Like even when I go to sleep early, like even if I can sleep like a brick. I literally think I'm like a fucking cat or something like that. Like I sleep like 20 hours a day. I could. You never know. Let's see here. Psychology major here. For bulimia, I think you need to talk to a therapist. I agree. Bulimia is definitely something serious. So just be careful with that shit. Siobhan, I had 2 when I was anemic and my doctor told me to eat more red meat. All right, so Zoko Island, the vegetarian. Thanks for the advice. I don't eat any meat at all, but eggs, yes. I think I can do fish. I'll try. Steak, no, I just can't. Fish, I'll give it. Well, that's not going to get you iron. I don't really know if fish has red meats. You hate the taste of it? How'd you evolve? How'd you get here? How do you hate the taste of fucking steak? God damn. I don't think fish is going to help you at all in that regard. I don't know if fish has any kind of like higher iron. I don't think that's anything that has to do with fish. I don't know if that's going to help you at all. You're going to be stuck with supplements then. But there's nothing better than actually getting it from the source. You might need both. Listen, honestly, you might just be good with some grass-fed beef liver. Might sound gross, but if you can get some organ meats. For people that don't want to eat meat, they always get grossed out, but that's just because of our culture. If you have grass-fed organ meats, you don't need as much. You don't need to eat like tons and tons of like ribeyes and shit like that, because you'll get all the fucking nutrients you need from some grass-fed beef liver. Red meat is from the fucking gods. That's why we're here. We're here because of meat. We are here because of meat. We're not here because of vegetables. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. Not too much benefit in hunting vegetables. You can eat vegetables, but we's here because we've evolved to eat meat. If you don't like meat, all right. All right. That's sad. Lentils for iron, really good. Oh, God. I could literally go the rest of my life and never have a lentil again and just be so fine with it. So fine with it. This is not food hate speech. You're such a foodist, Papa Swolio. Yeah, I just hate lentils. I hate the taste of that shit. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, let's see here. Rosy, spinach, kale, collard greens are high in iron. It depends on if you're anemic because you aren't eating enough or because your body doesn't correctly circulate it. Yeah. Let's see here. Tony asks, do any of you do AIP diet? What do you put on salad? Help. I'll let you all answer that in the comments. I've heard the phrasing AIP. I forget what that stands for. Kim was over 300 pounds, fought my way down to 165, and was in an abusive marriage. Long story short, it got into my head that I was never enough, which triggered the bulimia. Just stuck and trying to shake this. Well, I'm glad you reached out, but definitely glad that you put that out there. It's important to get help. I mean, one of the reasons that people don't get help is that they feel stigmatized. They feel like if they're in, quote, recovery, because you make it your identity. And that's just the story you tell yourself. Just because look, everyone's getting help. Everyone gets help. Everyone needs to feed themselves or feed their mind and learn things. Use it as something where you think. Use it as something that you're learning. Okay? You're going to recovery, or you're talking to a counselor, you're talking to a group. You are learning information. You're gathering information that's going to help you do better. That's going to help you be better. So when you think of, oh my God, I'm going to a meeting, or I'm in therapy, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm one of those people, I'm broken. No, you're not. You just are trying to improve yourself, and you're using the tools at your disposal. And a lot of people that don't suffer the consequences. So know what you know what you don't know, and then you don't know what you don't know. And you don't know everything. No one does. Not one person in the world knows everything. So make sure that you don't be afraid to reach out. Like when you ask a question, if I have an answer or a suggestion, I'll give it to you, or an opinion, but I'm not going to give you a bullshit answer. I'm not going to be like, no, this is good, this is bad. Again, just because I don't like the taste of lentils doesn't mean you guys can't have it 6 times a day. That's up to you. So don't make it out to be something that it's not. Don't eat like me just because I eat a certain way. So that's another thing. That's why I don't like fitness professionals or I'll call them professionals. I don't like people that try to push a certain diet because it's like, oh, this is what I do. I do keto. Everyone should do keto. Bullshit. You're planting your flag so you can virtue signal. I do intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is what I... Okay. All right. Well, maybe not for everyone. OMAD, 1 meal a day, vegan, carnivore. It's like, okay, there's different ways to eat. There's different ways to eat. I think we're aware of that. But just because there's different ways to eat doesn't mean you should be fucking shouting from the rooftops, everyone should be doing this way, because you're going to get a lot of people that are, I want to say moldable, that are susceptible to trying bullshit diets, and they're just going to try keto or try vegan. That's not where you should start. That's not a good place to start. You might stick to it for a couple of weeks, but you're going to get tired of it because you didn't get to that stage authentically. If you do an elimination diet and you're actually pursuing your optimal foods, then you can figure it out. Maybe you're going to find out you're pescatarian. Maybe you're going to find out that you really do prefer fish and eggs and you don't like red meat and you just don't digest it well. Fine. Again, it's like, I think red meat is fucking amazing, but if you eat it and you feel like shit, then don't fucking eat red meat. I say that too. I look at that, I'm like, oh my God, how can you not like the taste of red meat? Like, I don't understand not liking the taste, but again, some people like shitty movies and some people like, some people, you watch one movie, some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it. But if you're eating red meat and it makes you fucking vomit or it just makes you like really sick to your stomach, you don't digest it well, don't eat it. That's not a good food for you. So it goes both ways. Just keep in mind. Let's see here. There you go. Will, I am on AIP to manage my psoriasis, and doing the elimination diet to start my journey in Swolenormous X was the best way to start because it helped me in both. Good shit. That's what it was. Autoimmune protocol. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of the fucking name of that. Yeah, I mean, people do FODMAP, people do AIP, elimination diet. A lot of that is crossover. And people always ask, well, how come some of these foods are okay on the elimination diet and some aren't? That's not really how it works. When you do the elimination diet, you're going to It literally is outlining a general guideline. Okay, these foods, milk, grains, nightshades, these are a lot of options that many, many people have problems with. That's all the elimination diet does, is it says these foods cause many, many people many, many problems. Eliminate these so you can test them to see if you're one of those people. That's really what it means. What you don't remove, you can't test. You can't test what you don't remove. Birdie says, do not eat spinach. If you need the iron, the oxalates in spinach will render the iron completely unavailable and may also strip iron from the other accompanying foods. Well, I've never heard of someone say, you want more iron, eat spinach. I guess I have heard that, but really, if you have low iron, it's always been eat some red meat. The problem is, classically, when you say, oh, eat red meat, people go and they get Angus beef, USDA grain-fed shit beef, and then wonder why they don't get better. It's because you're eating shit quality food. You're eating a dying animal. So it matters a lot, the quality of the food. A lot of people try red meat and they judge red meat based on shitty quality food. It's like going to a yoga studio. Think about it the same way. It's like going to a yoga studio and you have a shitty instructor that had a bad day, they had a breakup, their voice kind of cuts you. Maybe the voice sounds like your mother and you hate your fucking mother, right? And it just cuts into your ears and you're just like, you have a miserable class, you don't really relax, it feels awkward, you can't focus. And then you never do yoga again. You judge yoga. A lot of people do that. They have one bad experience the first time. They never go back. They think, oh, yoga, fuck, I hate yoga. Well, there's many different styles of yoga. There are thousands and thousands of yoga instructors. And there's many different ways to approach the art and the study of yoga and the practice of yoga. It's a practice, right? So if you have a shitty experience your first time, you judge the whole thing based on that. And when it comes to, let's say meat, for example, if you're eating shitty quality food, like, hey, I'm going to try meat for iron, and you're not eating good quality, you might not feel better, then you're going to judge all the meat based on that. And there's a big difference. Like I've said before, I used to eat all that hormone pumped steak and chicken, and I had nasty acid reflux. I went vegetarian or vegan for like 6 months. It was more alkaline. It wasn't about like vegan, but I cut out as many acidic foods as I possibly could. And most of the acidic foods, like things that are acidic to the body, meat, dairy, and acidic isn't bad. You need a balance because your body balances out the pH and so forth. So things like watermelon, lemon, greens, usually more alkaline, more higher on the pH scale, above 7, 8, 9. And then things that are more acidic, milk, grains, meat, are lower, maybe, I don't know, I'm just kind of trying to remember what 5 or 4 on the acidic scale. So all the way down on the pH scale, like a 1 or a 0 is battery acid, and all the way up 14 is bleach. So you don't want to drink bleach and you don't want to drink battery acid. Both not so good, but coffee is acidic. And, a lot of those things are acidic, but they get balanced out by alkaline, the alkalization. So a lot of people think, well, aren't lemons acidic? And like, yes, on the outside they're acidic, but inside the body, they're actually a base. I think you would consider it a base, whatever it is, but it's alkaline inside the body. That's why lemon is good. Lemon water is good. It helps, with that. So eating greens and drinking water and a lot of fruits and things like that are actually alkaline in the body and help the body regulate. So, so when I went more for like an alkaline diet to get rid of my acid reflux. It went away. And then when I came back, I was craving meat so bad, like I needed it. It was only grass-fed, 100% grass-fed. Everything was the highest quality I could possibly get my hands on, and I've never had it again. Only when I have shit that I shouldn't be consuming will I get acid reflux. And that usually happens when I eat something from someone else's house, when I eat something from some kind of restaurant. That's usually when it fucking happens. Even on a small scale, I'm like, oh, I just feel it. I eat so consistently, I feel those nuances. I feel those little subtle shifts. Like I know when something's off. I'm like, oh, I feel that. And I try not to implant that in my brain. Like I know I ate something else, or I ate something from let's say I had sushi somewhere and I'm thinking, oh, is it like the soy sauce or the MSG in this? But you can't deny, if I have a headache, I know why I have a fucking headache, because I rarely ever get headaches. So I'll know what it's from. And, you don't want to make things up. You don't want to pretend like, oh, everything's bothering you and just get super, super fucking paranoid about everything. But when you're very, very consistent with your nutrition, your body, you'll notice those subtle reactions, because if you're always in tune with that and you're paying attention, you understand the correlation with what you eat and what you consume with how your body feels. It makes a huge difference. Horse meat. Never had horse. My own husband tried pushing keto on me because of someone he worked with. Oh, yeah. Melissa Pennington had a fitness coach I follow on IG reach out to me recently because I liked one of her pics. I went looking through her post and found one talking about eating for your body type. That's somatotype life. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Siobhan. I love doing Alex's classes in the yoga studio in Swolenormous X. I'm so glad. Excellent. What's your opinion on liquid IV? I don't know anything about it. I've never done it. I couldn't speak on that. What do you have to say about sardines? I love them. I love them. I haven't had them in a while just because every time I'm hungry, I'd rather have a fucking ribeye or something. But I have them in the pantry. They're great for hurricanes. They're great for emergencies. But wild caught, sustainably raised sardines, I love sardines. Alan says that red meat fucks him up. Yeah, I think I'm aware that he eats more fish. I'm over here eating a fucking like ribeye. I eat steak all the time. I love it. I think there's a lot of, we're going to find this out more and more. I think a lot of you already mentioned it and a lot of you already are aware of this. The more we learn about nutrition science is so fucking new. Everyone thinks that we've been studying this for so long. We know so much. Yo, like the last couple years is more mainstream that fat is not the fucking enemy. Everyone demonized it improperly and swapping out vegetable oils and all the crap from the 60s. For the last 50 years, 50 or 70 years, we've been lied to and fucked in the ass with the government and nutrition. All right, we've been trashed. So technically, nutrition science is literally just getting started. And we're finding out more and more. And I guarantee it's going to be, you go to the doctor, you're going to get your DNA profile. They're going to give your whole fucking genome, the whole mapping. And they're going to say, oh, here are these sequences. You should be eating more. You need more red meat than, you need more red meat. You should have extra of this because you're going to be deficient in these things. Your body is not going to process these as well or create these aminos. So you're going to need more of these non-essentials. You're going to need more of this. This is and you'll just go and get a whole printout of like, these are the foods that your body will do best with. And then of course, maybe some subtle tweaks. Like that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You're just going to get mapped out. You're going to go and instead of getting blood work and, oh, here's your cholesterol, here's this, you're going to go and be like, here's your diet based on your genome. And I know people are talking about the blood type diet and this type. I don't know if it's necessarily, I'm not well versed in the blood type diet, like all the details, but I'm aware generally like my blood type is more supposedly red meat, which I mean, just because that matches up doesn't mean that, oh, I wear white shoes. You mean people that wear white shoes? That's a correlation from the outside. But that's not too far off from what I'm saying in terms of like DNA. I just don't think it's that maybe surface level. Like, oh, if you have this blood type, eat this food. I think we should go deeper with that. That's what she said. I think once you go deeper with those types of things, we're going to find out more and more. And that's just technology and science. So I think we're going to find out those types of things in the next decade or two. More and more, they'll be more mainstream where you just kind of like send in like a fucking swab and then they're gonna be like, oh, here's your optimal diet plan. They're trying to do that now. I think GNC has that kind of shit where you send in like kind of one of those like ancestry DNA things and they tell you, here are the supplements you should take. It's like, I don't trust that shit yet unless you're actually going to a high level lab and people that really know what they're fucking doing. But I think over the next, as we progress, hopefully we keep progressing. Hopefully we keep progressing because you have all these fucking people protesting fucking science nowadays. You have all these people that are pushing back against fucking science. So who knows if we're going to be battling logic for the next fucking 10, 20 years from these goddamn dumb fucks. Anyway, so science needs to remain scientific and a lot of people get offended by facts. So hopefully the facts continue to reign supreme as they should, because once science is in jeopardy, we're completely fucked. So hopefully people stop trying to protect their fucking feelings and promote the things that are going to help us move forward as a society. Bite the hand that fucking feeds you. It's funny. Everyone has their movements, everyone has their hashtags, and everyone tries to fight the things that actually will help things move forward because they don't want things to move forward. They want fucking power. They want control. They want someone to fucking bend a knee. I don't think so. This is Game of Thrones. The Iron Throne is up for grabs. Let's see here. Anyway, I went off. Let me come back. Let me come back home. Where are we? Camel meat is really good. Where are you guys getting camel meat? Angela, since I've started my diet, my severe migraines have gone. It's incredible. Nice. What diet? Are you doing the elimination or something else? That's fantastic. I love hearing when people's migraines are gone. I agree. When life gets easy, humans, we thrive on challenge. We thrive on challenge. If we don't have challenge, we create it. We manufacture challenge. We need challenge. That's why we're always trying to evolve. That's why we're always trying to create new technology. We need to create more things. And when there isn't enough challenge, then we make challenges. We manufacture fake challenges. Low carb and elimination. Nice. Excellent. Help a ton. You win or you die. Well, we don't want to win. You don't want to win. You want peace. You want things to be settled. If you're trying to win, that's how wars start, by trying to win. Would you consider some private Zoom sessions? No, not really. For the Swole, I already have some ideas and stuff like that in the works, but not necessarily Zoom sessions. I don't have any time for that right now, but I already have some things like that in the works, or some ideas, but I'm not moving forward with any other ideas until literally I'm stopping ideas right now. Not stopping, but I'm working on things. I have to focus. I have too many ideas, and if I try to do them all like I'm already doing, they're not going to get done. So definitely not trying to bite off any more stuff. So maybe in the future. I think this is a private Zoom session. This is it right here. We're fucking live every fucking day. There's your Zoom session. I fucking hate Zoom too. Fuck that thing. I gotta go on a Zoom call in like 15 minutes, so we gotta bounce out soon. But yeah, I don't like Zoom. Most people that use Zoom don't like Zoom. How many of you, like, when you say, oh, yeah, Zoom, everyone's like, oh, God, Zoom. What are your thoughts, opinions on a sugar tax? How does that work? My thoughts, opinions on taxing sugar? I don't think we need any more taxes. I don't think we need to tax sugar. I think we need to teach people better habits. So I don't think sugar is the enemy per se. I think sugar can be used for other things. We definitely don't need as much. Everyone's like, ugh, I don't want Zoom. Everyone's like, fuck, Zoom is my life. Fuck Zoom. It's all right. Well, there's a lot of stuff I have planned, actually, kind of along that vein that Pedro was saying, but I'm going to keep. It's on the DL. I just haven't announced it. It's something for Swole TV. I just haven't moved forward with it yet because, again, there's a lot of other things inside Swole TV and other things inside X that I want to develop first. But I love the idea, and that's been. I used to do tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of calls. Papa Swole for president and Neil deGrasse Tyson for vice? Really? All right. Take a seat. NDGT, the Tyson, Swolio Tyson. It's good. We get the black vote. That's good. All right. I'm down. Ill play. Independent, Swole dependent on the Swole platform. It plays. It's amazing how working out, meditation, and yoga all but got rid of my migraines. Used to get them all the time. Now I've only gotten one in the past few months. #Papa. Nice. Let's see. Sorry to bother. It isn't. You're not bothering at all. We're actually going to wrap up. I got to wrap up in the next 5 or 10 minutes, unfortunately. got cut short a little bit today, but we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, Swole fam inside the Facebook group. Private stream 1508 will be for members only accountability meeting. So I wanted to go a little bit longer today, but unfortunately, I got a meeting. And I wanted to do this earlier today. So let's see. I already asked you, Rodents, recommend a history podcast. Hardcore History. Hardcore History is a great history podcast. I recommend starting. I mean, there's tons of them. There's tons of like episodes. I recommend starting with the Blueprint for Armageddon. I recommend starting with the World War I. It's just great. It's excellent. Most people don't know anything about World War I. And once you listen to that podcast, if you learn about World War I, you're an asshole if you think you have anything. You're an asshole if you think you have a rough life. If you think you're stressed and you think shit's not going your way, just listen to that World War. Just listen to that. I mean, it's a 6-part thing. It's probably like 18 or 20 hours total. They're all like 3, 4, 5 hours each. I think there's 6 parts. But once you learn about World War I, like, even if you had the worst day of your life, it's nothing like the easiest day on the Western Front. Like it's nothing in no man's land. Like go spend like 3 minutes, you'd be like, fuck this, I'm out. And you'd have probably PTSD for the rest of your life in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes would probably ruin your life. And just a generation just fucking dealt with that shit. You want to think about hardship. God. And it's just buried in history and we forget it. And we're just so eager to just blow our shit apart right now. You know, we're so eager just to trash what we've built with this country. We're so eager just to wipe things out for feelings. It's fucking disgusting. That's what pisses me off. Everyone thinks it's so bad. It's so bad. It's fucking amazing. This country is amazing. The world is doing so well. I don't care where you are. It's better than it was in the past. And the more things get better, the more people are complaining about bullshit. Bullshit. All right. Things are on the rise, on the improvement, and people are still complaining and pretending like they're not. I mean, some people are always going to have it better than others, right? Some people are always going to have it better than others. You can't protect everyone. You can't. We can improve everything. That's what we're doing in society. Things are getting better. They are, objectively. They're getting better. There's just more work to do. And people are impatient. Most people don't have that kind of longevity. And that's what's happening right now, right? That's what's happening now in the streets. People don't realize how good they have it. And people don't realize that this kind of, any kind of change takes generations. It's not going to happen like, in a week. It's not a hashtag. It's not a trend. Okay, we got change. You can't just fucking shotgun blast hashtags and think that things are going to get better. You're going to alienate a lot of people that are annoyed by virtue signaling nonsense. And that's what's happening. It's happening with all the fat acceptance and body positive. It's been happening for a while. It's happening now. We talked about this last night. So easily to get down that, too easy to go down that road. This is not the place for it. I mean, that's something that we'll probably go into. That's something that's great for Swole TV. I just don't like making this, I don't like going too much into that here on the podcast because we like to talk about the 7 pillars and making some sick fucking gains. But these are all issues that we're dealing with. And there's so much correlation. But understanding history gives you perspective and be like, oh, we have it really fucking easy. Most people don't realize how many millions of people died in World War I. Millions. What was it? 60 million people? Like literally wiped out a generation. Literally wiped out an entire generation of people for nothing. Next to nothing. For really no gain. Fighting over like a fucking few hundred yards. Oh, people want to, yeah. Well, people, that's like, again, we talked about this last night. We'll wrap it up there, but that's what happens. Compelled speech becomes compelled thought very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Human psychology is more fragile than people realize. You give a mouse a cookie, it's going to want a glass of milk. And the problem today is that all the people, all the celebrities, even all the fat acceptance, all these issues, guess what people are doing? People are just passing out fucking cookies, passing out cookies and milk. That's all everyone is doing, is passing out cookies and milk. That's the simplest way I can explain it. It's like you're giving everyone cookies and then you're following up with some milk. And guess what? You're already fucked. None.
Who told you can eat my cookies?
No cookies. No cookies. Okay, fam, this is a great episode, but at the same time, I gotta bounce. We are out of time. I always seem like it goes so fucking fast. It goes so fucking fast. So no Swole fam today. We go into the Swole card. Let's do a little bit of let's see here. Let's go into this. I only got a couple minutes. I didn't realize. So happy Father's Day to everyone. Happy Father's Day to everyone that's a father. That's a faza. Happy Social Construct Day. All right. So everyone, the government, people are saying this is the day where you can give thanks for your dad. You should do that every day. You might not say it every day, but every day. So here is when you're supposed to spend more money and send cards and do all this blah, 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 because they told you to. It says so on the calendar. Yeah. You have to do that or you're a bad person. You're a bad person if you don't call. You're a bad person if you don't send a gift. You're a bad person. Fuck you telling me what to do. I fucking hate all this shit. I don't like it. I don't like all these made up fucking days. Something about it. I just fucking don't like it. I understand it, but I don't like it. Don't like anyone telling me what the fuck to do. Yeah, happy Hallmark Day. There you go. Happy Hallmark Day. That's right. Make Amazon some money. Send something Prime, right? I know. Papa says go get Swole. Papa says go get Swole. Let's do this because, oh my God, it's getting later and later and later. Here we go. Swole Cop Party. Scrolling. Hashtag Papa. We'll go deep tomorrow. We're going to do a nice deep one tomorrow. That's what she said. Hashtag Papa. Anyone? Bueller? There you go. Hey-oh, Zoko Island. Oh, congratulations. It's so funny. There you go. I think it's so funny how, now, look, you win the Swole card today. There you go. Congratulations. But now you got to go eat some fucking red meat. Zoko, congratulations. Get your iron figured out. Get your iron, beesh. Get your iron. You want to get swole. Might want to think twice about not eating meat. Congratulations. I love it because, it's so fitting when we have a conversation, when it's an actual major talking point and the person wins the Swole cards because, of course, there's more posting. But always drop the hashtag when you're dropping comments because you never know. The more you drop, especially when you drop it with a post, when you drop it with some context. So very fitting. Congratulations, Zoko, for winning. Make sure you send us an email. Swole card 1507 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. I got some great stories for Swole fam, but we'll share them tomorrow during the accountability meeting. A reminder that tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, don't miss it, new releases. And of course, a real deep episode. And if you want to join, if you want to learn more, swolenormousx.com, you can get access for less than $3. So make sure you do that before 12 noon so you don't miss the podcast. 1508 will be for members only, so you will not see it on Apple Podcast or Spotify or anywhere. But also, make sure you check out the Swolenormous audio experience. Make sure you check out the Swolenormous audio experience. That's another podcast that I did. I dropped one yesterday, so don't miss out on that. And I'll try to drop another one tomorrow or today, but we'll see. So you'll see me posting some stuff later, maybe some extra thirsties later tonight, if not early tomorrow. But happy Papa's Day. Papa says, go get your fucking pump on. Go take care of yourself. And I'll see you tomorrow for 1508 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps, and we are going to go deep tomorrow, so don't miss out on that. Peace, McGeese, deuce, magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the play clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stocks crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans, I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like